Okay, so it's been about a week since I've made a last video regarding my suits update, but I'm finally back. I'm currently actually not in my garage. I'm actually out of town in LA right now, getting ready to go back to college. But nonetheless, that does not mean it is a vacation, and it means I still need to get to work. And I got a lot of work to do today to finish up the helmet. So this video is just gonna be showing you my process of how I really sand things in depth. So a bit more structure to this process, because last time around I kind of was just piecing it apart as I was going. So this time it's gonna be a lot more structured. So let's go and get into it. So to get started, of course, you're gonna need a power sander. You're gonna need 80 grit sandpaper. You're gonna need a couple sand blocks or sandpaper. Usually around 200 grit should do. And then you'll need about 1,000 grit sandpaper as well. This is for finishing. You'll probably need some plastic wood filler. And if you're anything like me, you might need some coffee. Down here, for safety, I would advise you wear gloves and a respirator. And then of course you're gonna actually need the parts you're gonna sand. In this case, parts for my new Iron Man helmet. All right, so as of recording this, I have pretty much gotten most of the sanding done. So I think it's about time to start doing the priming stage. Everything's looking pretty good, so let's go ahead and start priming. Did the first priming on all the parts, and I mean, it's smoother than it was. However, it still needs a good handful more of sanding, especially you can kind of tell like on the sides right here, if you can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and go over again with 200 grit. I think that's good for now with the mask. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this to the side and repeat the same process up to this point with every other part. All right, so a little update. I went ahead and did another spray paint coat. Things are coming along a bit more. It's looking a little bit better, but I still have a little bit more work to do. I'll go ahead and do a little close up on the mask, for example. So you can tell there's some marks still on it. Probably no more power sander. I think that should be about done. So I think at this point, it's just more about touching up everything. So I'll go ahead and start doing that on everything else and get back to you guys. All right, so I got another primer here, and I'm gonna do the third coat on this. Feeling pretty good about this one. Probably gonna have to do a little touch up, but I'm thinking I could probably just use the 1000 grit to do that. But other than that, should be good to go. And as always, remember to have a respirator on you at all times whenever you're spray painting. I let my impulsiveness get the best of me. So I went ahead and spray painted the mask and little lip piece with gold already. I was just curious to see like what it would look like with it, because usually if you have gloss to it, it kind of gives you a bit of a better idea. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit and I'll get back to you and see how it goes. All right, so I just went ahead and kind of did the same thing all over again. Went ahead and used 200 grit on all the parts, and then I finished it off with 1000 grit. Still feeling pretty smooth. It's looking pretty decent. So I'm gonna go ahead and coat another layer of primer on everything. And then with this part right here, I'm gonna go ahead and put some wood filler on here because you can kind of see there's a little bit of an open gap area right there, along with kind of like right there and right here as well. And I do not like that. It is really bugging me. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply some primer first, and then I'll go ahead and get to this one. All right, another update. It is dark out, but I got a light here and got some more stuff here working on, did some more priming and sanding, but got these done. So these look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with these, how these turned out. Go ahead and put these to the side and focus on these. If there was a world record for the amount of places I've had to record me sanding this, I would probably be that record holder. So I am back in my college town and staying at some family's house right now. And I still got to finish this helmet by today. Today is pretty much the deadline because tomorrow I have to move into my dorm. And when I move in there, I have a lot of other work to focus on before school starts. So kind of need to get this done. So today is the day. Well, hopefully it will be. It will be the day. So got my equipment over here. Got everything here. We're in the home stretch, so just got a couple things to touch up on, especially that mask right there. Probably can't tell from the distance, but it doesn't really look too good. So I'm gonna fix that up, fix everything up to the best of my ability. So given the tight schedule, it's time to get to work. All right, and while those are drying over there, I'm gonna do another touch up on the mask. So at the time of recording this, tomorrow I have to move into my dorm for my junior year of college. With that being said, I do not have a lot of time to really work on this helmet because of the fact that I have to move in and school starts for me this week. However, with that being said, I think for now I'm going to compromise and leave it like this and kind of give it a battle damage-esque look. It's not what I was expecting to do, not really what I was planning to do. But I feel like when it's really, the paint's dried up and it's really polished and everything, like full paint coat, doesn't really look that good. And so I feel like when it's battle damaged like this, just for now, it kind of covers up everything. So not exactly my ideal goal for this, but it doesn't hurt to experiment a little bit. And you know, maybe in time I might get used to it. I might end up just battle damaging the rest of the suit, especially just given the fact I'm already building the next one. Maybe wouldn't hurt to try out something new. So go ahead and let me know what you all think about this. If I should keep it and just kind of do this to the rest of the suit, if I should go ahead and find the time to finish it up and on a weekend or so. But other than that, I think I'm going to stick with this for now because it's more tolerable to look at and it makes a bit more sense. So, I mean, I don't mind it, but let me know what you guys think, what you think I should do. Again, if I should keep it battle damaged and just do this to the rest of the suit, and not too much, but just enough where it looks like it survived like an explosion or something. Or if I should go ahead and fix it and make it solid coat again. And like I said, I'm already starting work on the next suit. So go ahead and let me know. And with that being said, that'll wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed this, please go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and keep an eye out for incoming content similar to this with more updates to the helmet and the rest of the suit, and keep an eye out for updates on the Mark 6 that I'm going to start building pretty soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.